Hey guys, just wanted to let you know what was going on and stuff. First off, I went to go see the latest Hercule Poirot movie last night. It was very good. I'm not going to spoil it because I encourage everybody to go see it, but I'd say it's probably the closest out of all three that Kenneth Branagh has done so far. That is the closest to how Perot is. But here's the funny part: the plot of the movie is almost completely different than than the book it was based on. And well, first off, Haunting in Venice is not the name of the book it was based on. The book it was based on is Halloween Party, which I was surprised to find out was a book by Agatha Christie that did not do so well when it was published. Cause I liked it. I remember reading it way back in the day. I don't think we have those books anymore, but we used to have a bunch of the Agatha Christie novels in the house, and so I remember reading them and being like, and just marveling at how, they were kind of the same, but they were also very different in a lot of ways, especially depending on who the main protagonist was or the main detective was. And so I don't know. I guess I just really liked it, so I encourage y'all to go see it. It's really good. Um, The other thing I was gonna say is that I've kind of sorted things out with my friend. If you guys remember my last video, I was talking about how the two of us kind of were at odds. But what's funny is like my goal in that after that whole mess was just not to interact with her. I kind of wanted to see if she would reach out to me, and she did. She reached out to me a few weeks ago, and we ended up going out to dinner, and it went fine, but there was no apology, um, there was no, so I don't know. I'm kind of on a wait and see basis because I don't want to lose her as a friend because, like I said, I only have really two friends, close friends as of right now, and that's this gal who I'm working through some issues with, and my friend who lives in South Carolina. So she is definitely I think a lot of what I had issues with, I kind of come to the point that a lot of it is not that it's completely not her fault, but that her the way she was raised and stuff, because she was raised a lot like me, except even stricter. Um, she was basically, she's basically told, she learned all that stuff from her parents, just as I, you know, for a while believed that stuff from my parents and everything. And now that I'm older and stuff, and I feel like I'm the odd person be in my age group because I'm not a, I'm not stuck in my ways. I'm willing to take, I'm willing to listen to other opinions. I'm willing to, I become more liberal as I've grown older and a lot more like, all humans need rights, and stuff like that. So, yeah. But, so, these past 9 days, I have been here in the house by myself. Well, I've been going out and doing things because, like I said, did not want to just be stuck here in the house all the time. So I have gone out mainly to get snacks, but also kind of to go do some fun stuff. Like yesterday or the day before, I went to the Des Moines New Age shop. We have a shop that has a bunch of, crystals, herbs, everything. Even they have some ginormous mortar and pestles I would love to have, but I don't even dare buy it because I would have to ship that right away to Key Splits. But I got, whoop, I got this little thing. It's I don't know if you guys have seen this, maybe on which TikTok or whatever, but it's a pendulum board. So like you take your pendulum or necklace or whatever you use and you hold it over the board and then you ask your question and it goes to yes, maybe, no, rephrase, that kind of thing. I like it. And it's got two sides. So depending on what I want and stuff. And I bought I took my little bag of crystals that I've been accumulating and the the gal who owns the shop was there and she was writing everything and she told me what my crystals were. And then I bought a rose quartz, which is for self love and all of that. And I definitely need that. So, but yeah, so it's going into my little bag, well, my other little crystals. And since she told me what my crystals were, I looked them up, and so now I know which ones they are and what they stand for and all that stuff. So I've been, doing some king because the hard part is like living with my parents is that I've kind of gotten farther and farther away from doing my practice and stuff because I've been either afraid they'll walk in on me doing something and be like, why are you, or whatever. But it kind of felt good to go out and it was funny because um, I was wandering around and talking to the gal who owns the shop, and she was, and it was just like chatting with old friends, even though we really only met once before, and that was the first time I went to the shop. But and then her shop. And then I'm wondering, all of a sudden I hear the chimes on the door go off, and something like somebody else is in here. And the three of us ended up standing or sitting around the same area. And we were just talking about like movies. I told him I was going to go see the Hercule Ponte and Venice movie. Um, and all that. And we were just standing there just talking. And here's the other really cool part is I told her that I'd like to write as a hobby. I'm trying to get more into doing that, but I'm having trouble in finding writing groups. And she's like, give me your email address. I'm going to send you an email. Give me a couple days or whatever. And give me a few days, and I'll send you an email because she's a part of some of these writing groups. And she was like, I'll give you the info. And so I've got to check my email here in a little bit and see if it's going. And I was like, oh, see, because, like, I mean, and that's really cool when you go to a place with one purpose and then you're just like, and then, like, you go and and you get that done, but then you get something else completely done. You know, you fulfill another goal or another wish that you had. I really like that. And it's really cool. So I'm just waiting to get an email from her, and hopefully I'll be able to join a couple of these writing groups. And so, yeah. Um, Other than that, let's see. Let's see the movie. I've been mainly just going out to like different places. Like went to Target the other day, filled up on some snacks. I've been eating um probably a little bit too much junk food, but again, I'm able to do this without being I had a brain fart. Sorry, guys. Um, you know, I'm able to leave them out, especially if I had to go somewhere or jump up and do something. I don't have to hide my stuff. But that is going to be over later on today because Mom and Dad get back in later on this afternoon. I need to go to the airport and pick them up. So, which is another reason why I wanted to get this video done now today, um, so that I could do my stuff. The only other thing I need to let you guys know about is I'm still trying to work out the how to screen record. Because I tried screen recording. I started a brand new game in Stardew Valley, which makes my fifth playthrough. But it's okay because I was planning on doing that anyway because I've watched other people's playthrough and they've just gone through and like shown gone through each villager, but then they've also gone, so at the end of it, they've gone through and divorced that character. And then they jump on to the next one on the next episode. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So instead, I now have 5 playthroughs of Stardew Valley. And I started a brand new one last night, but I also was trying to screen record because I looked up online. Apparently, there's a way you can do that. You can screen record on your Mac. And I did that and it seemed to work. And I had it. It was sitting on my desktop. And then this morning, when I opened my computer, it was gone and I couldn't find it anywhere. So, I don't know if it didn't get saved. Because I thought it saved, but maybe it didn't get saved. And so then it just went. But it's not in the trash either. So, I'm not sure what happened to it. But we'll try again at some point. May not be today. Probably won't be today, but that's okay. So let me know in the comments, because like I said, I think I mentioned this before, but I have a few games we could try. We have Stardew Valley, which again, like I said, good game. Um, Very interesting because it's pretty much the same each game through, but each time you play, it's like a little bit different, if that makes sense. And so, you know, I think it's interesting. And for this one, I kind of wanted to go for Abigail, but now I'm like wondering if I should go for uh one of the other the other one who I wanted to go for was Leia, because she's an artist who lives like your farm. The farm is usually in like the northwest corner of the map, and so you usually have two entrances and exits. You can go out that way, walk a little while, get to the community center, get to the middle of town, and all that. Or you can go down and there's a back entrance, and you can go, and then you'll come across Marnie's ranch, and she's the gal who sells you your animals, your cows, sheep, pigs, that kind of stuff. But then if you go a little bit on further down south, you come across this cute little cabin that's very artistic, and you'll run across Leia. And I got her playthrough, her cutscene on one of my last playthroughs. And I've been going through and trying to get as many cutscenes as Abigail, even though she wasn't who I was going after this last playthrough. And so I kind of want to go after her, but I also kind of want to go after Leia. Um, so we'll see if I can figure to let me know first off if you would mind if I don't start off from the very beginning with Stardew Valley, because if not, I haven't gone too far in my latest playthrough, and I can pick up and get you guys up to speed. Or we have Book of Hours, which is unlike any game I've played so far. It's, in my opinion, very difficult. It's more of like a card game. You you draw cards in order to determine what you do, but like there's no hand holding at all. The game does not tell you how to do anything, and it's just like you only know if something works if you get like progression in the story, if that makes sense. So it's not my favorite game, but it is something I'm curious about, and I do want to keep playing. So let me know if you guys want to do that, and we can start a new game over from there. Um, the other game I have, which I've played twice or three times already, is Strange Horticulture. It's kind of like the game Papers, Please. You don't ever see your character, but you're set in like Victorian England, I want to say, or I'm not entirely sure. But it's very long time ago and far away kind of thing. And you basically inherit a plant shop from a relative, and you get involved in all these shenanigans. And it's very Victorian, so it's very, old ones, and mystery beast, so we don't know much about, but you fight and inherit things, you solve puzzles using plants basically. And your map. You have a map in this story. And I like that game, but like I've gone through the good endings, so um if you guys want to play that game, want me to play that game, I can, but it would have to be the bad ending. Like you get to make choices throughout the game, and you can do, that kind of stuff. Um, I feel like I'm forgetting one. I have Stardew Valley, I have Strange Horticulture, I have Book of Hours. Oh, Night in the Woods. Night in the Woods, which is the first game that I downloaded because I wanted to play it for like the longest time. It is such a good game. And it's kind of like Strange Horticulture in that you get to make decisions and you can decide what you play the main character, but it's more of like it's kind of a combination of a walking simulator and a visual novel, if I could say, because there's a lot of times where you're just talking and then occasionally it'll pop up and you'll have a choice of two things to say or whatever. But it's also really cool because it does give you a lot of options, and each gameplay can be a little bit different because of the choices that you make, if that makes sense. So, and again, if you guys want me to play that game, so let me know in the comments um, which game you would like me to attempt to play through of, and I'll keep working on the screen recording part of it, and I will let you know. So anyway, I have to finish cleaning up and enjoy this last few hours of peace and quiet before everybody gets back. So like I said, let me know in the comments. We got Night in the Woods, Strange Horticulture, Stardew Valley, and Book of Hours. Let me know which one you'd like me to play, and I'll look at the comments. I might put up a poll if I can figure out how to do a poll on YouTube. But yeah, just let me know what you'd like me to do. And it's good talking to you guys. I hope you're having a great weekend. And I will talk to you later. Bye.